This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. 3:30 p.m. the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a severe thunderstorm watch, number 816, effective until 11 p.m. for the following counties in the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area: Chatham, Franklin, Johnston, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Durham, Halifax, Wake, Wayne, Edgecombe, Granville, Harnett, Lee, Warren, and Wilson counties. Those counties included in a severe thunderstorm watch effective until 11 p.m. this evening. Remember, watch means conditions are favorable for severe weather to develop in and around the watch area. The National Weather Service is looking for reports of severe weather. This includes hail, any size initially, then penny size, 3/4 inch diameter or larger thereafter. Measured wind speeds of greater than 50 miles per hour. Measured rainfall of 1 inch or more that falls within an hour's time or less in the times of measurement. Flooding and flash flooding where none normally occurs. Rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes. Damage caused by high winds such as downed limbs or trees in their approximate diameter, and any building or roof damage. Skywarn will monitor this frequency for reports of severe weather should it develop and increase activity as needed with criteria verification. Skywarn is in the standby mode. This is a non-directed net. That means the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We just ask that stations leave longer breaks between transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. Please stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or your local media for further information and updates. We're operating on the WB4TQD 146.88 repeater. Should this repeater go offline, which we don't anticipate, our first backup is a K4ITL 147.105 repeater with a tone of 82.5. This repeater is located in Broadway. Our second backup is the K4ITL 147.135 repeater, also with a tone of 82.5. This repeater is located in Chapel Hill. Our third backup is the Carolina 440 UHF link system. These frequencies can be found at www.carolina440.net. Once again, the National Weather Service in Raleigh has issued a severe thunderstorm watch effective until 11 p.m. this evening for the following counties in the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area: Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for any spotter reports of criteria severe weather.
Skywarn active.
This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. At 4:13 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Durham, Franklin, southeastern Granville, and Wake counties. Once again, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued by the National Weather Service for southeastern Durham, Franklin, southeastern Granville, and Wake counties effective until 5:15 p.m. this afternoon. At 4:12 p.m., National Weather Service radar indicated a severe thunderstorm along a line extending from Franklinton to RDU, or along a line extending from 8 miles west of Lewisburg to 9 miles northwest of Raleigh, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Quarter-size hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Youngsville, Raleigh, Wake Forest, Lewisburg, Garner, New Hope, Roseville, and Knightdale. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm has passed and stay away from windows. Once again, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for southeastern Durham, Franklin, southeastern Granville, and Wake counties, effective until 5 p.m. this afternoon. Remember, a warning means severe weather is imminent or occurring based on radar and or ground reports. The National Weather Service is looking for reports of severe weather. This includes hail, any size initially, then penny size, 3/4 inch diameter or larger thereafter, measured wind speeds of greater than miles per hour. Measured rainfall of 1 inch or more that falls within an hour's time or less than the times of measurement. Flooding and flash flooding where none normally occurs. Rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes. Damage caused by high winds such as downed limbs or trees in their approximate diameter, and any building or roof damage. Skywarn will monitor this frequency for reports of severe weather and increase activity as needed with any criteria verification. Skywarn is in the standby mode. This is a non-directed net. That means the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We just ask that stations leave a little longer breaks between transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. Please stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or your local media for further information and updates. We're operating on the WB4TQD 146.88 repeater. Should this repeater go offline, our first backup is the K4ITO 147.105 repeater with a tone of 82.5. This repeater is located in Broadway. Our second backup is the K4ITO 147.135 repeater, also with a tone of 82.5. This repeater is located in Chapel Hill. Our final backup is the Carolina 440 UHF link system. These frequencies can be found at www.carolina440.net. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for any spotter reports of criteria severe weather.
Control N4TMD.
Go ahead, N4TMD. Thomas?
You have handheld coverage extended into Durham and Orange County on 444.1, linked up to 88 for the time being of this morning. N4TMD.
Appreciate it very much, Thomas. KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. Skywarn Control, this is November 4, Juliet Zulu. Go ahead, station calling Skywarn.
Roger, this is N4JZO in Raleigh, North Raleigh, near Norwood and Wood Valley Road. And about 5 minutes ago, we had pea-sized hail. Go ahead.
Okay, that was N4JZO, correct?
That's affirmative.
Okay, you reported pea-sized hail?
That is correct.
Okay, is it still occurring?
It stopped. It started about 5 minutes ago, lasted for 10 minutes, and it just quit.
Okay, can you give me your name and location, please?
Roger, the handle is Fletch, Foxtrot, London, Echo, Tango, Charlie, Honolulu, and the closest intersection would be Norwood and Wood Valley in North Raleigh.
Okay, Fletch, let me make sure I have this correct. Approximately 422 and lasted about 2 minutes, pea-sized hail, and the closest cross street would be Norwood and Wood Valley in Raleigh. Is that correct?
That's a Roger, QSL.
Okay, great report, Fletch. Appreciate it. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn.
Thank you.
KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. As a reminder, the National Weather Service in Raleigh has issued a severe thunderstorm warning effective until 5:15 p.m. this afternoon for the following counties in the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area. Those counties are southeastern Durham, Franklin, southeastern Granville, and Wake counties. Once again, those counties in a severe thunderstorm warning effective until 5:15 p.m. this afternoon. At 4:12 p.m., National Weather Service radar indicated a severe thunderstorm along a line extending from Franklinton to RDU, or along a line extending from 8 miles west of Lewisburg to 9 miles northwest of Raleigh, moving east to 20 miles per hour. Quarter-size hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Youngsville, Raleigh, Wake Forest, Lewisburg, Garner, New Hope, Roseville, and Knightdale. Remember, large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past and stay away from windows. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of criteria severe weather.
NC4VA.
Jay.
NC4VA, KJ4BPV.
Home and I can assume get control responsibility. Thank you so much for your service.
Dublin with somebody. I understand you will take over net control responsibility. Is that correct?
Yes, I will. And thank you so much for your service, NC4VA.
You're welcome. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, turning net control responsibilities over to NC4VA.
Was there a station calling Skywarn?
NC4VA, WD4KXJ.
WD4KXJ. Let me have your name and go ahead, sir.
This is Don on Six Forks, just south of 540, and we've got a mix of heavy rain and hail. The hail's running up around dime size, okay?
Okay, dime-size hail on Six Forks Road. What's your closest cross street on Six Forks Road?
I just turned on the lead mine, so the lead mine north of 540 on Six Forks. Over.
Got it. When did it start, Don? KXJ. Don, if you're still there, what time did the hail start?
This is WD4KXJ. Boy, visibility is down to about 50 feet. Rain is really heavy winds. If I didn't know better, I'd say there's a tornado in the neighborhood. Anyway, it started about 5 minutes ago.
Okay. And is the largest you're seeing still downsize, or is any larger than that?
I don't see anything larger than that. The rain is so heavy it's hard to see the hail, but I can see it when it bounces off the car.
Understood. Okay. Be very careful as you drive, and I'll go ahead and make the report. It's a good one. Let me know if it gets any larger than that, and just be careful. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn.
KG40W, just tuned in, Virginia. Where was that at?
Six Forks Road in Lead Mine.
Okay, thank you very much. KG40W.
C4VA, this is WD4KXJ. The hail is increasing in size now. I saw a couple of quarter-sized pieces.
Okay, got that. Thank you very much. Quarter-sized hail. Thank you, NC4VA. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 4:13 p.m., the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Durham County, Franklin County, southeastern Granville County, and Wake County until 5:15 p.m. At 4:12 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm along a line extending from Franklinton to RDU International Airport, or along a line extending from 8 miles west of Lewisburg to 9 miles northwest of Raleigh, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Youngsville, Lewisburg, Wake Forest, Lewisburg, Garner, New Hope, Rollsville, and Knightdale. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees, power lines, and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is passed and stay away from windows. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 11 p.m. this evening, and that's watch number 816, and includes the following counties that lie within the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area: Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. The National Weather Service is looking for spotter reports. Reports should include the following: hail, any size initially, then penny size 3/4 inch in diameter or larger thereafter, measured wind speeds of greater than 50 miles per hour, measured rainfall of 1 inch or more that falls within an hour's time or less in the times of measurement, flooding and flash flooding where none normally occurs, rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes, and any damage caused by high winds. This includes down limbs and trees, their approximate diameter, and any building or roof damage. Skywarn will be monitoring this frequency for reports of severe weather. We'll be in standby mode, meaning this is non-directed net, and the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We ask that stations leave some breaks between transmissions for Skywarn traffic. All spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of criteria.
NC4VA, this is N4ZUD with the Skywarn spotter report.
N4ZUD, go ahead.
Thanks, Virginia. For about the past 5 minutes, we've had hail here in North Raleigh at Six Forks and Strickland, and the hail is anywhere from pea-size to quarter-size, but is mostly pea-size to dime-size.
Okay, but the largest you're observing is quarter-size, is that correct?
Yes, we did see a few pieces that got that big.
Okay, and you said it started about 5 minutes ago, that Six Forks and Strickland, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, great report. Anything else?
That's it for now. Thank you, Virginia. N4ZUD.
Thank you, NC4VA. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 4:41 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Granville and southeastern Durham counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has moved out of the area, and the warning is no longer in effect. If you observe severe weather, including damaging winds or large hail, in southeastern Granville or southeastern Durham counties, the National Weather Service would like your report. The National Weather Service also issued a severe weather statement at 4:41 p.m., and it reads as follows. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:15 p.m. for Wake and Franklin counties. At 4:37 p.m., trained weather spotters reported a line of severe thunderstorms with multiple reports of quarter-sized hail in North Raleigh. These storms were located along a line extending from Lewisburg to Falls Lake, or along a line extending from Lewisburg to 6 miles north of Raleigh, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include New Hope, Rollsville, Knightdale, Centerville, Bunn, Wendell, and Pilot. When it is safe to do so, please pass your reports of penny or larger size hail, as well as any wind damage through Central Carolina Skywarn. At 4:42 p.m., the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Durham County, Granville County, and eastern Person County until 5:45 p.m. At 4:38 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicates a severe thunderstorm over Stem, or 7 miles north of Creedmoor, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Quarter-sized quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Berea, Oxford, and Stovall. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past and stay away from windows. The National Weather Service at 4:44 p.m. issued a special weather statement. The strong thunderstorm will move across Orange, Guilford, and Alamance counties through 5:45 p.m. And, of course, Orange belongs to the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area. At 4:44 p.m., Doppler radar indicated a strong thunderstorm over Cleansville, or about 10 miles west of Burlington, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Some locations affected by this storm include Gibsonville, Elon College, Burlington, Graham, Haw River, and Mebane. Hazards include pea-sized hail and gusty winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Heavy rainfall and minor flooding will occur. Seek shelter in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans, potted plants, lawn furniture, and other light outdoor objects. Don't wait until you see the first lightning flash before heading to safety. Move indoors at the first sign of threatening skies or the first sound of thunder. Make sure that lightning is well away from your location before resuming outdoor activity. And as a reminder, we have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11 p.m. for Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. Skywarn's in standby mode. This is a non-directed net. The repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We ask that stations leave some breaks between transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of severe weather. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for northern Durham, Granville, and eastern Person counties until 5:45 p.m. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:15 p.m. for Wake and Franklin counties. And we also have a severe thunderstorm watch, meaning conditions are favorable for severe weather to develop in the following counties until 11 p.m. Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson. Skywarn is monitoring this frequency for reports of severe weather. We're in standby mode, meaning this is a non-directed net. The repeater is free for normal and amateur activity. We do ask, though, that stations leave some breaks between their transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. And we encourage all spotters to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports.
NC4VA, this is K4WFJ.
K4WFJ, go ahead, Jack.
I'm on Capitol just coming into Wake Forest, and we've got freezing, it's hail, but it looks more the size of just freezing rain. So I just thought I'd give you that report, K4WFJ.
So would you say pea-sized hail, Jack?
Virginia's even smaller than that, but there's lots of them. It's just, I'm in my car, and it's just bouncing all over the place.
That's right. Give me a call back in about a minute or two, and let me know if it gets any larger than that. NC4VA.
Roger, K4WFJ. NC4VA, K4WFJ.
K4WFJ.
Well, you can probably hear them now. They have definitely got the pea-size now. But that's about it. Pea-size is about as much. And the road's very, very wet. I would not call it flooded because it's got a good angle to it. But there's lots of water coming down.
Well, I can really hear it hitting your car. Is pea-size the largest you're observing?
Yes, ma'am, it is. We don't have anything large. No dents yet. K4WFJ.
Jack, you're on Capitol Boulevard. What's the closest crossroad?
I'm almost home here, so let's call it Wake Forest Road, Capitol and 98.
Capitol and Highway 98. Okay. Pea-sized hail is the largest you're observing, and that was at 5 p.m. Thanks, and if it gets larger, call me back. I appreciate it. NC4VA. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 5:03 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for eastern Person, Granville, and northern Durham counties. At 4:59 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm. This storm was located near Berea or near Oxford, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Bethel Hill, Oak Hill, Carr Lake, and Stovall. When safe to do so, please call in your reports of penny or larger size hail as well as any wind damage through Central Carolina Skywarn. And Skywarn is looking for the following criteria in spotter report. Hail any size initially, then penny size, 3/4 inch diameter or larger thereafter. Measured wind speeds of greater than 50 miles per hour. Measured rainfall of 1 inch or more that falls within an hour's time or less from the times of measurement. Flooding and flash flooding where none normally occurs. Rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes, and any damage caused by high winds. This includes downed limbs or trees, their approximate diameter, and any building or roof damage. Skywarn is monitoring the frequency for reports. We're in standby mode. That means that this is a non-directed net, and the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We do ask, though, that stations leave longer breaks between transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. And all spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for any spotter reports of criteria of severe weather.
Virginia, I need to make a short call. NWA.
Can I make one quick announcement of a severe thunderstorm warning first, then I'll turn it to you?
Yes, ma'am.
At 5:05 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe thunderstorm warning. Southeastern Franklin County and Nash County until 6 p.m. At 5 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm 8 miles north of Pilot or 8 miles south of Lewisburg, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with the storm. Locations impacted include Spring, Hope, and Nashville. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees, power lines, and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past and stay away from windows. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn. Go ahead, Dick.
Thank you. KF4NIS, NOVUA.
KF4NIS.
Take a rain check tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to go?
I can't. N1VUA.
KF4NIS.
Thank you, Miss Virginia. N1VUA clear.
Take care, Dick. NC4VA.
KF4NIS.
KJ4 BYF.
4PYF. By any chance you're calling Skywarn?
Roger. This is KJ4 BYF. My name is Albert. I'm located 3 miles sort of north of Stem, North Carolina. I just want to report a storm just passed through here with the winds were gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. Not consistent, but gusting that high with hail, ice cube size, and we got a little over 3 inches of rain so far, but it looks like it's moving out of our area now. Over.
Okay, Albert, you said the hail was the size of ice cubes. If you could liken that to a coin or something larger, what would it be? Would it be quarter size, the size of a 50-cent piece, a dollar? I'm not sure what ice cube size is. It comes in different sizes.
Roger, sorry about that. I would say a 50-cent piece. A 50-cent piece down, and there was a whole lot of it. It was very consistent for a long time. Over.
Got it. Good report. And did you get a measurement on your rainfall by any chance? Did you look at your rain gauge to get that estimate of 3 inches?
Roger, I had, before it started, I hadn't cleared my rain gauge. I had 5.23 inches, and right now it's looking at 8.6. Let's see, no, 8.8 inches right now. So if you could do the arithmetic for me. Over.
Okay, so 2.85 inches. When did the rain start?
Started of around 4:50 or 2050 UTC. Over.
So from 4:50 to PM to 5:12 in 18 minutes, you've gotten approximately 2.85 inches. Does that sound right?
That's affirmative. Over.
Okay. And you said you are 3 miles north of Stem, North Carolina. Give me the street you're on and the closest cross street, and let me know the county you're in, Albert.
QSL, I am located in Granville County, just off of State Road 1138. My address is 1519 North Ridge Drive. Over.
Got it. Granville County, and you're at 1519 North Ridge Drive, and that's close to State Road 1138. Is that right?
That's affirmative. We're about a quarter of a mile off of State Road 1138, and it's still thundering here, but I believe the storm has passed, the most of it there. Over.
Very good. Okay, excellent report, Albert. Thank you so much. And if you have anything further, call us back. You said and the hail has stopped. Do you remember what time the hail began? If you don't, that's okay.
I wrote down 4:50 or UTC 2050. Over.
Okay, good enough. All right, thanks a lot, Albert. NC4VA.
Thank you. This is KJ4 BYF clearing with Skywarn NC4VA.
Sounded like there was another station making a transmission, but you're going to either need to up your power for whoever you're calling. You're down in the noise. NC4VA.
Here's KG4QC.
KG4OQC, KJ4ITR here.
Hey, Daryl, how you doing?
Okay, after a storm, I'm doing just great.
Still no damage to your house.
No damage to my house, but we got 5 trees down in the neighborhood here. TV station come out and took pictures of it, but I ain't got no cable to see myself.
NC4VA. Gentlemen, can I make an announcement?
Please do, Virginia.
Thank you. At 5:08 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued the following severe weather statement. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:15 p.m. for eastern Wake and Franklin counties. At 5:05 p.m., trained weather spotters reported a line of severe thunderstorms. These storms were located along a line extending from 9 miles northeast of Bunn to Rollsville, or along a line extending from 10 miles southeast of Lewisburg to 12 miles northeast of Raleigh, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Large hail has been reported by several people in eastern Franklin County. Hazards in the warning include quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Wendell and Pilot. At 5:15 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for eastern Person, Granville, and northern Durham counties. At 5:12 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm. This storm is located near Berea or near Oxford, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Moriah, Oak Hill, Oxford, Car Lake, and Stovall. And at 5:14 p.m., the National Weather Service issued this severe thunderstorm warning. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for south-central Franklin, east-central Wake, and north-central Johnston counties until 6 p.m. At 5:10 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm 5 miles southeast of Rollsville or 15 miles east of Raleigh, moving east-southeast at 25 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Pilot. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past. Stay away from windows. Skywarn is monitoring this frequency for reports of severe weather. We're in standby mode, so it's a non-direct net. We do ask that stations leave some pauses between transmissions for Skywarn traffic. All spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio. Thanks, gentlemen. And, hey, if those trees went down during Hurricane Irene, I sure would love to get some photos of those, too, in C4VA.
Okay, Virginia, I'll email them to you there. Yeah, I got about 5 trees I took pictures of in the neighborhood there. They're pretty cool. TV station come out and took pictures of them, too. I don't know which TV station, my buddy's seen it down the street there.
I remember you making a report of that, and I'm writing up a little something about the Skywarn activation, so I sure would love to have those photos. It's NC4VA at nc.rr.com. You can probably also get it off the Central Carolina Skywarn website or QRZ. Thanks. Appreciate it. NC4VA.
Anytime, Virginia.
Gentlemen, I've got a report for Virginia if she's got a chance. I don't want to bother you, though, get in the middle of things. This is KG4OXK.
KG4OXK, go ahead.
Just a quick report for you at 1658 in Bahama. Dime-size, pea-size to dime-size hail, and branches, debris in the roads up to 4-inch diameter.
Okay. KG4OXK, I've got down pea to dime-sized hail. What time did that hail begin?
I actually drove into it, Virginia, at 16:58 is what I noted as time for 58 p.m.
Got it. And are you still experiencing the hail, or I assume it's stopped by now?
Oh, no, I was on the wife's automobile, and I didn't want it getting dented all up, so I turned it around and headed the other way to get out of there as quick as I could. I'm back to the house now. I live just north of Bahama, about, I don't know, 5-6 miles maybe, so, no, I got out there as quick as I could.
Okay, so you noted the hail at 4:58 p.m., pea to dime size, and you said 4-inch in diameter branches were down. And tell me your location at that time, the street and the closest cross street of the area you noticed this.
Okay, I was in Bahama, which is, the intersection of Stagville Road and I think it's Lake Mickey Road just off of Highway 501 if you track it up north out of Durham.
Okay, so near the intersection of Stagville Road and Lake Mickey Road, and that was in Bahama. What county? Was that Durham or Person?
That would still be Durham County, northern Durham County.
Got it. Thank you so much. Great report. Oh, by the way, the dime-size hail, that was the largest you were seeing?
Yes, ma'am. The biggest majority of it was about pea-size, but I had a couple that dinged pretty hard, so, yeah, and best I could tell, it was at least the size of a dime, maybe a little more. I started saying nickel size, but, you know, I'd rather be a little conservative with that.
Okay, good enough. If you think dime size is the largest, we'll put it down as dime size. I appreciate your report very much, NC4VA.
All right, thank you, Virginia, and pardon the interruption, gentlemen. Y'all go ahead and pick it up. This is KG40XK.
Believe me, that's no interruption. You were doing what you were supposed to. KG40QC.
KG4BBR.
Was that someone calling Skywarn?
Virginia, this is Wade, KG4BBR.
Okay, go ahead, Wade. You're a little bit scratchy. I don't know whether you can up your power. If you can, do so. If you can't, we'll try our best to get you.
I'm up in the Allen Lake area. Got the report up. Started about 4:35 and it's about 5:05.
Okay, Wade, you're not quite holding the repeater. All I've got was 4:35 and 5:05. I didn't hear anything else. Try it again.
Half-inch diameter hail, Burlington.
Half-inch diameter hail.
209 Hardwell Drive in Burlington.
Hargrove Drive in Burlington. Okay. What was the closest cross street to Hargrove Drive?
It's Hardwell Drive, and I do not know cross street.
Okay, am I saying this correct? Hargrove Drive?
Negative. Cardwell. Is it saying card?
Was that Hardwell, Hardwell, Hardwell Drive?
No, ma'am. Cardwell. Charlie Alpha Romeo Delta.
Cardwell. Got it that time. So half-inch diameter size hail, Cardwell Drive in Burlington. What time was that, Wade?
About 4:35 to about 5:05.
So hail for approximately 30 minutes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is it still? And I assume the hail has stopped, or are you not at that? You're not at that location.
It has stopped.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Wade. NC4VA.
KG4BBR monitoring.
N4TMD, 440 link active.
Thanks, Thomas. NC4VA. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 5:27 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued the following severe weather statement. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. for Nash and South Central Franklin counties. At 5:25 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm. This storm is located near Spring Hope, or 6 miles west of Nashville, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include golf ball-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Avonton, Red Oak, and Dorches. This storm has a history of producing large, damaging hail and downing trees and large limbs in Franklin County. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. And when safe to do so, please pass your reports of penny or larger size hail as well as any wind damage through Central Carolina Skywarn. At 5:21 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Alamance County and southern Orange County until 6 p.m. And, of course, Orange County belongs to the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area. At 5:15 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm over Graham, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Saxapaw, Mebane, Swepsonville, Graham, Tier, Eflin, Carborough, and Chapel Hill. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees, power lines, and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is passed and stay away from windows. If you're caught outside, seek shelter in a vehicle or nearby building. As a last resort, lie down in a low-lying area and cover your head with your hands. NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn standing by for spotter reports of severe weather.
Hey, Virginia, this is Ray again, KG4OXK.
KG4OXK, go ahead.
Hey, I gave you the wrong name of one of the roads there. Instead of Lake Mickey, it was Bahama Road, Bahama. Copy?
I got it. Thank you very much, NC4VA.
That's KG4OXK. Appreciate you, girl.
This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 5:32 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. The severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Person and northern Durham counties is canceled. The storm which prompted that warning has moved out of the area, and the warning is no longer in effect. If you observe severe weather, including damaging winds or large hail in Durham or Person counties, the National Weather Service would like your report. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. At 5:30 p.m., for Granville County. At 5:30 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm. This storm was located near Berea or near Oxford, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Large hail is likely in western Granville County. Hazards of this warning include quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Carr Lake, Stovall, and Oak Hill. When safe to do so, please pass your reports of penny or larger size hail, as well as any wind damage through Central Carolina Skywarn. NC4VA, standing by for spotter report. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southern Orange County until 6 p.m. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Franklin, East Central Wake, and North Central Johnston until 6 p.m. and a severe thunderstorm warning until 6 p.m. for Nash and South Central Franklin counties. At 5:37 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. Strong thunderstorms will move across Richmond, Randolph, Moore, Montgomery, and Chatham counties through 6:30 p.m. And, of course, Chatham County belongs to the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area. At 5:33 p.m., Doppler radar indicated strong thunderstorms over western Montgomery, western Richmond, western Randolph, and eastern Chatham, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Locations in the path of these storms include Steeds, Robbins, Seven Lakes, Siler City, Harper's Crossroads, Glendon, and High Falls. Hazards include pea-sized hail and gusty winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. Seek shelter in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans, potted plants, lawn furniture, and other light outdoor objects. At 5:38 p.m., the National Weather Service issued this severe weather statement. The severe thunderstorm warning for North Central Johnston, East Central Wake, and South Central Franklin counties is canceled. The storm which prompted that warning has moved out of the area, and the warning is no longer in effect. If you observe severe weather, including damaging winds or large hail in those counties, and again, that's North Central Johnston, East Central Wake, and South Central Franklin counties, the National Weather Service would like your spotter report. And then finally, a severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for the following Central Carolina Skywarn counties until 11 p.m. Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. again, that's a watch, which means conditions are favorable for severe weather to develop in and around the watch area, and that's until 11 p.m. Skywarn's in standby mode. That means the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. This is a non-directed net. We do ask, though, that stations leave some pauses between transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of severe weather. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 5:46 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. for southern Orange County. At 5:40 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm. This storm was located near Tier, or 8 miles southwest of Hillsboro, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Carborough and Chapel Hill. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past and stay away from windows. This storm has a history of producing destructive winds and large damaging hails. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. And when safe to do so, please pass your report of penny or larger sized hail as well as any wind damage through Central Carolina Skywarn. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 5:56 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. The severe thunderstorm warning for southern Orange County expires at 6 p.m. The storm which prompted that warning has weakened and the warning will be allowed to expire. If you observe severe weather, including damaging winds or large hail, in southern Orange County, the National Weather Service would like your report. While the immediate threat for severe weather in Orange County has dissipated, additional severe weather is possible during the next few hours. Be prepared to move quickly to an interior room or of a safe shelter if a warning is issued. At this time, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for 6 p.m. for Nash and South Central Franklin counties. And we have a watch in effect for the following counties within the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area: Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. And a watch means conditions are favorable for severe weather to occur in and around the watch area. Skywarn's in standby mode. That means this is a non-directed net and the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We do ask, though, that stations leave some pauses between transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of severe weather.
NC4VA, KJ4ITR here.
KG4ITR, NC4VA.
Yeah, Virginia, I just emailed you all them pictures, so enjoy yourself.
I'll check my email right now. I appreciate it, Daryl, so much, NC4VA.
You're welcome. KJ4ITR, we're clear.
This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 6:01 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Edgecombe, South Central Halifax, and eastern Nash County until 6:45 p.m. At 5:55 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm over Nashville, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Rocky Mount, Battleboro, Whitakers, and Leggett. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past and stay away from windows. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of severe weather. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 6:06 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Chatham County until 6:45 p.m. At 6 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm 6 miles northwest of Pittsboro, moving east at 20 miles per hour. quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Pittsboro, Bynum, Therington, and Jordan Lake. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past and stay away from windows. If on or near Jordan Lake, get out of the water and move indoors or get inside a vehicle. If you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Move to a safe shelter now and don't be caught in the water in the thunderstorm. Again, that is a severe thunderstorm warning for central Chatham County until 6:45 p.m. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for western Edgecombe, south central Halifax, and eastern Nash counties until 6:45 p.m. And the National Weather Service just issued the following special weather statement. It reads as follows. A strong thunderstorm will move across Warren, Vance, and Granville counties until 7:15 p.m. At 6:08 p.m., Doppler radar indicated a strong thunderstorm over Oxford, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Some locations affected by this storm include Stovall, Dabney, Tungsten, and Bullocksville. Hazards include pea-sized hail and gusty winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Seek shelter in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans, potted plants, and lawn furniture, and other light outdoor objects. And as a reminder, we have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11 p.m. For Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. A watch means conditions are favorable for severe weather to develop in and around the watch area. The National Weather Service is looking for the following kinds of spotter reports. Hail, any size initially, then penny size, 3/4 inch in diameter or larger thereafter. Measured wind speeds of greater than 50 miles per hour. Measured rainfall of 1 inch or more that falls within an hour's time or less in the times of measurement. Flooding and flash flooding where none normally occurs. Rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes, and any damage caused by high winds. This includes downed limbs and trees, their approximate diameter, and any building or roof damage. Skywarn is monitoring this frequency for reports of severe weather. We're doing this in a non-directed net. We're in standby mode, and the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We ask that stations leave some breaks between their transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of severe weather that meets criteria. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 6:13 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a tornado warning for central Edgecombe County, north central Wilson County, and east central Nash County until 7 p.m. Again, that's a tornado warning for central Edgecombe, north central Wilson, and east central Nash County until 7 p.m. At 6:10 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a tornado over Sharpsburg, or 5 miles southwest of Rocky Mount, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Rocky Mount and Kingsboro. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter. If no shelter is available, lie down in a low-lying area and protect yourself from flying debris. We're going to move to a directed net. Since this is a tornado warning, that means all traffic should be directed to net control. Remember, warning means a tornado is imminent or occurring based on radar and or ground reports. The National Weather Service is looking for spotter reports of severe weather. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn. NC4VA. At 6:24 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statements. The tornado warning for north central Wilson County is canceled. Storm which prompted that warning has moved out of the area, and the warning is no longer in effect. If you observe severe weather, including damaging winds or large hail, please pass your report through Central Carolina Skywarn. A tornado warning remains in effect until 7 p.m. for east central Nash and central Edgecombe counties. At 6:21 p.m., The National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a tornado. This tornado was located near Sharpsburg or near Rocky Mount, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Hazards in this warning include a tornado and golf ball-sized hail. Locations in the path of the storm include Kingsboro and Rocky Mount. People on the south side of Rocky Mount need to seek shelter now. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter. If no shelter is available, lie down in a low-lying area and protect yourself from flying debris. If you have observed a tornado, damaging winds, or large hail, please pass your report through Central Carolina Skywarn. NC4VA, standing by for spotter report. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 6:30 p.m., the National Weather Service issued the following severe weather statement. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. for East Central Chatham County. At 6:24 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm. This storm was located near Pittsboro, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Moncure and Jordan Lake. If on or near Jordan Lake, get out of the water and move indoors or get inside a vehicle. If you can hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning. Move to a safe shelter now. Don't be caught on the water in a thunderstorm. And when safe to do so, please call in your reports of penny or larger size hail as well as any wind damage to Central Carolina Skywarn. And a tornado warning is still in effect for Edgecombe and Nash County until 7 p.m. We are operating as an active net, which means this is a directed net and all traffic should be directed to net control. All spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. And one last special weather statement issued at 6:30 p.m. A strong thunderstorm will move across Wake, Durham, and Chatham counties through 7:30 p.m. At 6:30 p.m., Doppler radar indicated a strong thunderstorm over Parkwood, or about 7 miles southeast of Chapel Hill, moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. Some locations affected by this storm include Parkwood, Carpenter, the Research Triangle Park, Morrisville, Apex, and Cary. Hazards include pea-sized hail and gusty winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Seek shelter in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans, potted plants, and lawn furniture and other light outdoor objects. If you see lightning or hear thunder, you are at risk. Take shelter indoors immediately. If you cannot find shelter in a building, a vehicle provides safety from lightning. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter report. This is Central Carolina Skywarn. The tornado warning for East Central Nash County is canceled. Again, the tornado warning for East Central Nash County is canceled. The storm which prompted that warning has moved out of the area, and the warning is no longer in effect. If you observe severe weather, including damaging winds or large hail, please pass your report through Central Carolina Skywarn. A tornado warning remains in effect until 7 p.m. for Central Edgecombe County. At 6:31 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a tornado. This tornado was located just west of Kingsboro or southeast of Rocky Mount, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include a tornado and golf ball-sized hail. People near Kingsboro need to seek shelter now. Take cover now and move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter. If no shelter is available, lie down in a low-lying area and protect yourself from flying debris. If you have observed a tornado, damaging winds, or large hail, please pass your report through Central Carolina Skywarn. We're in active mode. That means this is a directed net, and all traffic should be directed through net control. Spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. NC4VA standing by for spotter reports. NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. A tornado warning is in effect for Edgecombe County until 7 p.m. This is a directed net, and all traffic should be directed to net control. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn. NC4VA. At 6:41 p.m., the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for southern Edgecombe County until 7:15 p.m. At 6:39 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a tornado over Pine Tops, or 8 miles southwest of Tarboro, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Golf ball-sized hail is also likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Princeville and Caneta. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter. If no shelter is available, lie down in a low-lying area and protect yourself from flying debris. Again, that's a tornado warning for southern Edgecombe County until 7:15 p.m. The National Weather Service, the tornado warning remains in effect until 7 p.m. for central Edgecombe County. At 6:31 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a tornado, and this tornado was located just west of Kingsboro or southeast of Rocky Mount, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Hazards in this warning include a tornado and golf ball-sized hail. People in Kingsboro need to seek shelter now. At this time, we have a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45 p.m. for east central Chatham. A tornado warning for a tornado warning for east central, a tornado warning for central Edgecombe County until 7 p.m. and a tornado warning for southern Edgecombe County until 7:15 p.m. Skywarn is operating on a directed net. This means all traffic should be directed to net control. We are in an active mode. We encourage all spotters to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter report. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 6:45 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Chatham, southwestern Wake, and north central Harnett counties until 7:30 p.m. At 6:41 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm over Jordan Lake, or 6 miles east of Pittsboro, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour likely with this storm. Locations impacted include New Hill, Holly Springs, and Duncan. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and pines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm is past and stay away from windows. If on or near Jordan Lake, get out of the water now and move indoors or get inside a vehicle. If you can hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning. Move to a safe shelter now. Don't be caught on the water in a thunderstorm. Skywarn is in active mode, meaning this is a directed net, and all traffic should be directed through net control. We'll be monitoring the frequency for reports of severe weather, and all spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio. NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn. This is Central Carolina Skywarn. At 6:47 p.m., the National Weather Service issued a special weather statement. A strong thunderstorm will move across Nash and Franklin counties through 7:45 p.m. At 6:47 p.m., Doppler radar indicated a strong thunderstorm over Lewisburg, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Some locations affected by this storm include Castalia. Hazards include half-inch diameter size hail and gusty winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Seek shelter now in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans, lawn furniture, and other light outdoor objects. NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of severe weather. This is NC4VA, Central Carolina Skywarn. A tornado warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. for southeastern Edgecombe counties. At 6:15 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a tornado. This tornado was located near Pine Tops, or 7 miles south of Tarboro, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazards in this warning include a tornado, golf ball-sized hail, and other damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of this storm include Canita. Take cover now, move to an interior room of the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter. If no shelter is available, lie down in a low-lying area and protect yourself from flying debris. When safe to do so, please call in your reports of penny or larger size hail as well as any wind damage through Central Carolina Skywarn. At 6:53 p.m., the National Weather Service issued this following special weather statement. Strong thunderstorms will move across Harnett, Richmond, Moore, Montgomery, Lee, and Chatham counties through 7:45 p.m. And Harnett, Chatham, and Lee belong to the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area. At 6:49 p.m., Doppler radar indicated strong thunderstorms across southern Chatham, as well as Lee, Moore, Montgomery, and Richmond counties moving east at 15 miles per hour. Locations in the path of these storms include Tramway, Gum Springs, Cumnock, Sanford, Carthage, and Goldston. Hazards include pea-sized hail, gusty winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour, and deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. Seek shelter in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans, potted plants, lawn furniture, and other light outdoor objects. At this time, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for eastern Chatham, southwestern Wake, and north central Harnett counties until 7:30 p.m. We also have a tornado warning in effect until 7 p.m. for central Edgecombe County, and a tornado warning in effect for southeastern Edgecombe County until 7:15 p.m. We're in active mode, meaning this is a directed net. All traffic should be directed to net control. We encourage all spotters to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. NC4VA standing by for spotter reports of severe weather. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 7:04 p.m., the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Franklin County and Wake County until 7:45 p.m. At 7:01 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm over West Raleigh, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and winds in excess of 58 miles per hour are likely with this storm. Locations impacted include Raleigh, Falls Lake, New Hope, Knightdale, and Wendell. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees and power lines and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm has passed and stay away from windows. At this time, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for eastern Chatham, southwestern Wake, and north central Harnett until 7:30 p.m. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Franklin and Wake County until 7:45 p.m. And we have a tornado warning until 7:15 p.m. for southeastern Edgecombe County. Central Carolina Skywarn's in active mode, meaning this is a directed net, and all traffic should be directed to net control. The National Weather Service is looking for spotter reports of severe weather. Spotter reports should include the following: hail, any size initially, then penny size, 3/4 inch in diameter or larger thereafter. Measured wind speeds of greater than 50 miles per hour. Measured rainfall of 1 inch or more that falls within an hour's time or less. And the times of measurement: flooding and flash flooding where none normally occurs, rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes, and any damage caused by high winds. This includes down limbs and trees, their approximate diameter, and any building or roof damage. At 7:06 p.m., the National Weather Service issued this severe weather statement. The tornado warning for central Edgecombe County expired at 7 p.m. Storm which prompted that warning is moved out of the area, and the warning will be allowed to expire. A tornado warning remains in effect for southeast Edgecombe County until 7:15 p.m. If you have observed severe weather, including damaging winds and large hail, please pass your report through Central Carolina Skywarn. NC4VA is standing by for spotter reports of severe weather for Central Carolina Skywarn.
NC4VA, NC4DT, may I make an announcement, please?
Do you have traffic to pass?
Negative. Have a request for assistance from the American Red Cross for tomorrow.
Go ahead.
The Wayne County chapter of the American Red Cross in Goldsboro has requested damage assessment volunteers for tomorrow for the county areas of Wayne County and all areas of Greene County. If there are any volunteers who would be willing to participate, they need to muster at the Wayne County chapter of the American Red Cross, location 600 North George Street, tomorrow morning at 0830 hours. There will be a brief orientation as to exactly what is needed. Forms will be provided, and the assessments will take place thereafter. We would appreciate any volunteers that can turn out. NC4DT.
VGY Mobile.
N1VGY and C4VA. Hey, Dick, any spotter reports?
Did you train Miss Janice down in Newport?
Say again?
Say, did you train Miss Janice down in Newport?
No, I'm sure they're doing a fine job.
He's doing a super job. Everybody out there is supporting her.
Very good. All right, well, drive safely, NC4VA.
VGY.
This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 7:22 p.m., the National Weather Service issued an urban and small stream flood advisory for heavy rainfall and minor flooding in Wake County until 9:30 p.m. At 7:19 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms with heavy rainfall over Wake County. Doppler radar estimated an observed measurement of 1 to 1.5 inches has fallen over the northwest side of Raleigh in the last 30 minutes. Runoff from this heavy rainfall will cause minor flooding to occur, especially along small streams and low-lying areas and areas of poor drainage. Some locations that will experience minor flooding include Cary, Raleigh, Fuquay Varina, Garner, RDU International Airport, and Wake Forest. Excessive runoff from this storm will cause minor flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other drainage areas and low-lying spots. Do not drive around barricades set up to block water-covered roadways. The barricades are set up for your protection. At this time, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for eastern Chatham, southwestern Wake, and north-central Harnett counties until 7:30 p.m. Also, a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Franklin and Wake County until 7:45 p.m. Skywarn is in standby mode, meaning this is a non-directed net, and the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We do ask, though, that stations leave some pauses between their transmissions for any Skywarn traffic. All spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or local media for further information and updates. NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn standing by for spotter reports of severe weather. This is NC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn. At 7:26 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued the following severe weather statement. The severe thunderstorm warning for north-central Harnett, southwestern Wake, and eastern Chatham counties expires at 7:30 p.m. The storm which brought to that warning has weakened and moved out of the area, and the warning will be allowed to expire. If you observe severe weather, including damaging winds or large hail, please pass your report through Central Carolina Skywarn. While the immediate threat of severe weather has dissipated in that area, additional severe weather is possible during the next few hours. Be prepared to move quickly to an interior room or safe shelter if a warning is issued. At this time, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southwestern Franklin and Wake counties until 7:45 p.m. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch, meaning conditions are favorable for severe weather to develop in and around the watch area, and this is in effect for the following Central Carolina Skywarn counties until 11 p.m. Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. Skywarn is in standby mode, meaning this is a non-directed net and the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We do ask that stations leave some pauses between their transmissions for any Skywarn traffic, and all spotters are encouraged to stay tuned to NOAA weather radio or local media for further information and updates. This is MC4VA for Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of severe weather.
C4VA, KJ4BPV.
KJ4BPV, NC4VA. Scott, if you're ready, I'll turn duties of net control for Central Carolina Skywarn over to you. NC4VA, and thank you.
I'm ready. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn at 7:29 p.m. National Weather Service in Raleigh issued this special weather statement. A strong thunderstorm will move across Harnett, Johnston, Wake, Lee, and Chatham counties through 8 p.m. this evening. At 7:29, radar indicated a strong thunderstorm 6 miles southeast of Moncure, or about 10 miles northeast of Sanford, moving southeast to 15 miles per hour. Some locations affected by this storm include Duncan, Lillington, and Angier. Hazards include pea-sized hail and gusty winds from 30 to 40 miles per hour and deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. Seek shelter in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans and potted plants, along with furniture and other light outdoor objects. Don't wait until you see the first flash of lightning before heading for safety. Move indoors at the first sign of threatening skies or the first sound of thunder. Make sure that lightning is well away from your location before resuming outdoor activities. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for spotter reports of criteria severe weather. In addition, at 7:30 p.m., National Weather Service in Raleigh issued a flash flood warning for Edgecombe and Nash counties. Once again, a flash flood warning has been issued by National Weather Service in Raleigh for Edgecombe and Nash counties, effective until 10:30 p.m. this evening. At 7:26 p.m., local law enforcement reported thunderstorms with very heavy rain producing floodings over section of Edgecombe County, especially in the vicinity of Rocky Mountain near Pine Tops and Macclesfield. Doppler radar estimated around 2 inches of rain has fallen over this area. Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office on the process of closing several roads in southern Edgecombe County. Locations threatened by the flooding include Tarboro, Rocky Mountain, Dorchester. Never drive your vehicle into areas where the water covers the road. As little as 6 inches of water can cause you to lose control of your vehicle. 2 feet of rushing water can carry away most vehicles, including sport utility vehicles and pickup trucks. Turn around, don't drown. Flash flooding is extremely dangerous. Numerous roads in low-lying areas will quickly flood. Flood waters will threaten some homes and businesses. If you're experiencing flooding or live in a flood-prone area, move to higher ground. At 7:32 p.m., National Weather Service in Raleigh issued this severe weather statement. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:45 p.m. this evening for eastern Wake and southwestern Franklin counties. At 7:31 p.m., National Weather Service radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm. The storm was located near New Hope, or 6 miles east of Raleigh, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazards in the warning include quarter-size hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Knightdale, Roseville, Wendell, and Pilot. Straight-line winds can blow down trees, power lines, and damage mobile homes and other businesses. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm has passed. Stay away from windows as flying debris generated by damaging winds can be deadly. This storm will produce heavy rainfall, which will flood low-lying areas such as ditches, underpasses, and other areas of poor drainage. Avoid these areas and do not cross flooded roads. Motorists should also reduce driving speeds to avoid hydroplaning. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for Spotter reports of criteria severe weather. This is KJ4BPV, West Central Carolina Skywarn. 7:46 p.m. National Weather Service in Raleigh issued this severe weather statement. The severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Wake and southwestern Franklin County was allowed to expire at 7:45 p.m. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened and the warning was allowed to expire. Currently, there are no longer any active warnings in the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area. I'm going to go ahead and leave the tones up for a little while longer for any spotters wishing to make criteria severe weather reports. This is KJ4BPV, West Central Carolina Skywarn. Currently, there are no longer any active warnings in the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the tones. However, as a reminder, a severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for the following counties: Chatham, Durham, Edgecombe, Franklin, Granville, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Lee, Nash, Orange, Sampson, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson counties. Once again, those counties in a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. Skywarn is in the standby mode. This is a non-directed net. That means the repeater is free for normal amateur activity. We just ask that stations leave longer breaks between transmissions for any Skywarn traffic.
Skywarn, clear.
This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. And just remember, there is a severe thunderstorm watch for most of the counties in the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area until 11 p.m. KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. At 8:47 p.m. National Weather Service in Raleigh issued this flash flood statement. The flash flood warning remains in effect until 10:30 p.m. for East Central Nash and Edgecombe counties. At 8:42 p.m., local law enforcement reported several roads over southern Edgecombe County remain closed due to high water. Scattered showers with additional heavy rain will cross eastern Nash and Edgecombe counties through 10 p.m. An additional half-inch of rain may fall prior to 10 p.m. Locations threatened by the flooding include, but are not limited to, Tarboro, Rocky Mountain, and Dorchester. Be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize the dangers of flooding. If flash flooding is observed, act quickly. Move up to higher ground to escape floodwaters. Do not stay in areas subject to flooding when water becomes rising. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. As a reminder, a severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for Edgecombe, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Nash, Sampson, Wayne, and Wilson counties. Once again, those counties in a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for criteria severe weather reports.
Let's see. We have one announcement. NC4DT. Go ahead with the announcement.
Thank you, Ned. This is NC4DT in Johnston County. We have a mission request from the Wayne County chapter of the American Red Cross. There is a need for volunteers tomorrow for damage assessment. This will be done in the county areas of Wayne County and in all areas of Greene County. This request has come to my 38th Regiment of NCER. It has been also forwarded to REACT teams in the area, and we would like to have local amateurs involved. We need as many volunteers as possible. If you can participate, the location to muster is at the Wayne County Chapter Office of the American Red Cross. That location is 600 North George Street in Goldsboro. Let me let it beep. Time is 08:30 hours in the morning. There will be a brief orientation training session, so you need not be concerned about having not done this before. Report assessment forms will be provided, and no one will be working alone. Volunteers will be going out in teams of 2. We would appreciate participation, if possible, by hams to help augment the communication. And if anyone wishes to participate, I will stand by after this net, and you can give me a call. We would like to give the Red Cross personnel a tentative head count later tonight, if possible. November Charlie 4, Delta Tango, back to net.
Okay, thanks for that announcement, Dave. Anybody need any fills on Dave's announcement?
No fill, but a question, KJ40BQ.
NC40T, go ahead.
Yes, NC4DT. What equipment are you requesting that hams show up with, or are they to bring their own, or is there equipment there? Back to you.
The only equipment you would need bring might be if you are 2-meter equipped in the mobile, or if you have an HT, it may be possible to streamline communications by using, for example, one of the repeaters down in the Goldsboro or Greene County area. There is no particular equipment that is going to be set up at the Red Cross chapter, but 2-meter would be quicker and more efficient than a lot of cell phone contact back and forth between teams.
Thank you very much for that information. That's very helpful. KJ40BQ, back to net.
Okay, that was a good question there, CJ. Thank you, Dave, for the fill.
This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn. At 9:05 p.m., the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued this special weather statement. A strong thunderstorm will move across northern Wayne, Wilson, and southern Edgecombe counties through 10 p.m. this evening. At 9:04 p.m., Doppler radar indicated a strong thunderstorm over Lucoma, or about 20 miles south of Nashville. Nashville moving east at 20 miles per hour. Some locations affected by the storm include Wilson, Black Creek, Stantonsburg, and Saratoga. Hazards include half-inch diameter size hail and gusty winds from 30 to 40 miles per hour. Seek shelter in a nearby building or vehicle. Strong winds are capable of knocking down small trees and blowing around trash cans, potted plants, and other lawn furniture and other light outdoor objects. And as a reminder, a severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for the following counties in the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area: Edgecombe, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Nash, Sampson, Wayne, and Wilson counties. This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for any spotter reports of criteria severe weather.
KJ4BPV, I think it is, W4 Alpha United Victor Mobile.
Go ahead, calling KJ4BPV, Central Carolina Skywarn.
All right, you've got some intensely severe weather out here. I'm on Interstate 795. I was just about 2 miles east of 95, coming up on 795 when it started. Severe lightning, extremely heavy rain, so much I had to almost pull over, and pea-sized hail bouncing all over the pavement and all over my vehicle. At 795, east of, just a couple miles east of 95, and now I'm on the other side of 95, and it's calmed down a little bit. This is W4AUV.
That was W4AUV, is that correct?
Whiskey number 4 Alpha, United Victor.
Okay, I have you at 795 east, just east of 95, is that correct?
That's where I was when the intense weather started. I am now west of 95, and it's calmed down, but about 10 miles behind me, it's very intense.
Okay, what time did you notice the pea-sized hail starting?
About 10 minutes ago, when I was about 10 miles back from where I am now.
Okay, so we could say about 9:05. Would that be good?
That'd be very close.
How long did it last?
Hard to say. I was traveling through it at about 40 miles an hour. 5 minutes worth of my travel time as I went through it. Would it be different, I'm sure, if I was sitting still.
Okay, I have you with pea-sized hail, and that is Wilson County?
You got me, buddy. I don't know. 795 at the intersection of 795 and 95. You'll have to look on the map. I don't know.
Okay, that's no problem. I'll look it up.
Net control, I think you are correct. That's about one exit adjacent to where it exits off to Wilson.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thought so, but just wanted to verify it. Did you say any size hail any larger than pea size?
No, it was all pretty much pea size or under, and definitely pea size, about half of it, because it was bouncing off the roof off of the hood of my vehicle, and I was sitting here watching it. Okay, great report. Appreciate it very much. Be safe out there this evening.
This is KJ4BPV with Central Carolina Skywarn.
Right, W4 Alpha, United Victor Mobile.
C4DT, this is KJ4OBQ.
KK4BVR, NC4DT. Wade, are you around? Not heard, NC4DT.
NC4DT, this is KJ4OBQ.
KJ4OBQ, go ahead.
I have a question. When people are being deployed, are we moving our equipment to someone else's vehicle, or are we using our vehicles to go out and do these assessments?
Well, that's really rather your choice. If you're wanting to drive and have someone paired with you, that's fine if you have a mobile rig. If you wish to ride with someone else, you could merely carry along an HT.
Well, I don't know what to do with all that choice. I think I would actually be very interested in helping out with this assessment. And you have given me the address, so I would like to offer my services tomorrow.
All right, if I could get your first name and your location.
I go by CJ. My name is Candy, just like peppermint, and my location is Raleigh.
Okay, and be aware that amateur radio is not absolutely essential to this. It would just be nice if we had a reasonable turnout to facilitate easier communications. The primary desire is for warm bodies who can fill out some simple assessment forms. You will be sent to a particular area or street and or subdivision, and there will be simply things to look for and assess that they will use in determining damage assessment and dollar values. Do you need some very simple instructions to the location?
Yes, that would be much appreciated.
Okay, well, first of all, forget MapQuest and Google, because they will have you driving around your backside to get to your elbow. The easiest way from Raleigh is if you will simply take Highway 70 straight into Goldsboro. And you'll go, obviously, through the towns of Clayton, Smithfield, Princeton, Rosewood. And as you arrive in Goldsboro, there are, of course, a number of stoplights there. And if you're familiar with the area, you have a very huge church, Faith Baptist Church, on your right, just before I-795. Let me let the repeater beep. If you continue past I-795, and if you do not take the bypass, which most people normally cloverleaf up onto to go continuing east to Kinston, but if instead you drive under that bridge and up the hill, you will come to a stoplight at the top of the hill, and that is George Street. And if you turn right at that light, you'll see the Red Cross building in about a block and a half on your left.
All right. I captured that information, and I'm grateful I won't have to go around my elbow to get to my nose. So we are to be there at 08:30, and I think I can do that. Is there a telephone number? Do you have a telephone number for them, just in case I miss my elbow?
I knew somebody would ask me that when I left my records in the other room, but I think I've called it enough that I can remember it. I'm 99% certain that it is 919-735-7201. If that should fail, they are in the book, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And the contact person, by the way, is Teresa Williams. And if you contact her, let her know that you received this request via amateur radio from Dave.
Very good, Dave. I will certainly let her know that, and I will go armed with equipment. I will probably take my my handheld and my little antenna, and I think I'll do very well there. Thank you so much for providing us this opportunity to serve. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate everyone who can come out. The numbers are important, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. If you will look me up, I'll be dressed in my green soldier suit there somewhere, and I will see you in the morning. NC4DT.
TI4, MGM, a little help.
Yeah, for MGM, I think it was.
Oh, roger that. It'll be the second stoplight after you come underneath that underpass. There are two stoplights. One just after you come under the underpass, and then when you top the hill, the one at George Street.
Oh, thank you very much. I must have forgotten one. All I remember is I get distracted when I drive past the bakery and smell the bread.
Oh, roger that. The first one will be just before the bakery there, just before Franklin Bakery. And then the second one will be at the top of the hill at George Street.
Copy, Candy?
Affirmative. I copy, and I better leave early so I can stop at the bakery. Thanks so much for the fill and for the opportunity. And this is KJ4OBQ clear.
All right, thank you, CJ. 8:30 in the morning, they'll give us a brief orientation and training, then get everybody paired up and sent out. We'll see you in the morning, NC40T.
KI4MGM clear.
And thank you, sir, for your help. I had forgotten that second light. NC40T.
W4AUV for a question.
W4AUV, go ahead.
Yeah, I just came through that area all the way from New Bern down in the daytime and back up at night here. And is this for damage from the hurricane, or what is this all about?
That is correct. In the city of Goldsboro proper, the damage assessment process has been completed. There are areas, however, county areas of Wayne County that, first of all, still do not have power at this point, and the assessments have not been completed since the end of the storm on early Sunday morning till now. So it is county areas of Wayne County and all areas of Greene County, including some municipal areas that there is still some uncompleted damage assessment. Those forms need to be filled out, collated, and gotten back to the Red Cross, and that is the request for volunteers, the basis.
All right, I guess I'm a little confused because my observation is if someone were to drive down here today hoping to be able to take photographs of the hurricane damage, they would have been very, very, very disappointed and very bored because I could hardly, maybe two uprooted trees along the highway, the whole thing, and every other place I went, at every traffic signal there was electricity, so I don't know, whatever.
This comes more to assigning total dollar value damage after the storms and things of that nature, things that might not be evident from passing through on the roadway, roofs that may be intact and on the premises, but roofs that have been damaged, also severe damage to the rear side of to buildings that is not evident from the roadway. This is a little more in-depth look at particular areas where the damage was known to be heavy and is done on a site-by-site basis.
All right. Well, I made two trips to Gulfport after that for volunteer work, and that was a whole other universe. So, oh well, whatever. Just thought I'd ask. It seems the hurricane impact to have been, from my observation, marginal and minimal. Okay. W4AUV, I'll let you go.
Oh, no problem. Glad to provide the info, and of course, as we know, the world runs on red tape, and no job is finished until the paperwork is done. So that's what it boils down to. Have a good evening, NC40T.
KJ4BPV, WX4MMM.
WX4MMM, KJ4BPV. Good evening, Bob.
And good evening, Scott. I'm ready to take over Skywarn net control duties. As far as I know, there's just a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. I believe there's no active warnings.
That is correct. Just the watch. No warnings at the present time. This is KJ4BPV turning net control responsibilities over to WX4MMM. KJ4BPV clear.
Okay, thank you, Scott. And again, severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for the following counties: Edgecombe, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Nash, Sampson, Wayne, and Wilson counties. Skywarn is in standby mode. This time repeaters free for normal amateur activity. West stations leave longer breaks for any Skywarn traffic. WX4MMM, Central Carolina, Skywarn.
Skywarn active.
This is WX4MMM, Central Carolina, Skywarn. The National Weather Service in Raleigh has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for south central Edgecombe County and eastern Wilson County in central North Carolina until 10:15 p.m. At 9:32 p.m., National Weather Service stopped the radar indicated a severe thunderstorm over Saratoga or 16 miles west of Farmville, moving east at 15 miles an hour. Quarter-size hail and winds are excess of 58 miles an hour likely through the storm. Locations impacted include Stantonburg, Saratoga, Wilbanks, and Maysletfield. Large hail will damage vehicles, windows, and some roofs. Severe winds will blow down trees, power lines, and can damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter and sturdy structure until the storm is past. Stay away from windows. Just a reminder, the National Weather Service is looking for the following reports of severe weather, and this includes hail any size initially, then penny size 3/4 inch diameter thereafter. Measure wind speeds are greater than 50 miles an hour. Measure rainfall 1 inch or more that falls within an hour's time or less. Flooding, flash flooding where none normally occurs. Rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes. And damage caused by high winds such as downed limbs or trees in approximate diameter and any building or roof damage. Skywarn is in standby mode this time and appears free for normal amateur activity. Weather stations leave longer breaks between transmissions during Skywarn traffic. This is WX4 MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn, standing by for severe weather reports. WX4 MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn, severe weather statement issued at 9:44 p.m. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 10:15 p.m. for eastern Wilson and south central Edgecombe counties. At 9:42 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar continuing to indicate a severe thunderstorm. This storm is located near Saratoga or 16 miles west of Farmville, moving east at 15 miles an hour. Hazards in the warning include quarter-size hail and damaging winds in excess of 58 miles an hour. Locations in the path of the storm include Stantonburg, Wilbanks, and Macclesfield. This storm is producing large hail capable of breaking windows, damaging roofs, and denting vehicles. Stay inside away from windows until the storm is past. And WX4 MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn, stand by for a severe weather report. WX4 MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn, the National Weather Service in Raleigh issued an urban and small stream flood advisory for heavy rainfall and minor flooding in Wilson County until midnight. At 9:53 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms with heavy rainfall over Wilson County. Doppler radar indicated a little over 2 inches of rain over the city of Wilson, especially the southern half since 9 p.m. An additional half to 1 inch of rain may fall before 10:30 p.m. over the east and south sections of Wilson County. Runoff from this heavy rainfall will cause minor flooding to occur, especially along small streams in low-lying areas and areas of poor drainage. Some locations that will experience minor flooding include Saratoga and Wilson. And as a reminder, severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for the following counties: Edgecombe, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Nash, Sampson, Wayne, and Wilson County. In addition, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for southern Edgecombe and eastern Wilson County until 10:15 p.m. This is WX4 MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn. This is WX4 MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn. Severe weather statement issued at 9:59 p.m. The severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Wilson and southern south central Edgecombe County is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened and the warning is no longer in effect. If you observe any severe weather, please relay that to Central Carolina Skywarn. We'll be standing by for reports. In addition, the severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for Edgecombe, Halifax, Harnett, Johnston, Nash, Sampson, Wayne, and Wilson counties. The National Weather Service is looking for reports of severe weather, and this includes hail any size initially, then penny size 3/4 inch diameter large thereafter. Measure wind speeds of greater than 50 miles an hour. Measure rainfall of 1 inch or more per hour. Please see your times of measurement. Flooding and flash flooding where none normally occurs. Rotating wall clouds, funnel clouds, or tornadoes. And damage caused by high winds such as downed limbs of trees in approximate diameter and in building and roof damage. Skywarn is in standby mode this time. Repeaters free for normal amateur activity. West stations leave longer breaks between transmissions during Skywarn traffic. This is WX4 MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn.
Skywarn, clear.
Skywarn still is in standby mode, but we're taking the tones down since there's no active warnings at this time. WX4MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn. This is WX4MMM with Central Carolina Skywarn. The severe weather threat from the Central Carolina Skywarn coverage area has diminished, and we'll now conclude Skywarn activity at this time. On behalf of the Skywarn program, we would like to thank the Piedmont Coast Repeater Network for use of the repeater. We would also like to thank the amateur community for giving Skywarn traffic priority and all storm spotters who have participated. I am now returning the repeater back over to normal amateur activity. This is WX4MMM, Central Carolina Skywarn.